Hey there, Gemini. Welcome in, Satnam. My name is Elise, and you're watching Satnam Spirituality. Let's jump right into your reading. Gemini, please. Strongest messages for Gemini, please. All right, we have haunted underneath the deck, the breaking of the floor beneath your naked feet, the creaking of the walls as the cold kisses flesh. You're never really alone in the company of hauntings within bone. So it seems like underlying there's maybe something that isn't quite resolved, like within your space, and you feel it in a very real sense. It kind of comes up, maybe there's some anxiety around it, maybe there's some sadness. I just see her crying here, and you can see all of these hands like reaching out to her on the card. And so it's like there's these remnants. We have cauldron, bewitching, yes it be, blink and you shall see, a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. We have candle magic, speak your breath into its velvet, recite along its spine all that you desire, all that which will unravel. Interesting. And then we have divination, take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. So I see on these two, like there's just all of these candles that are around. It looks like you're connecting in with spirit. It looks like you're, like there's something brewing here. There's something bubbling underneath the surface. It looks like you're intentionally calling in something new, this desire with this divination and candle magic. And it's like you're aware that there is something that needs to be worked through. Let's take a look here. For Gemini, please. Sacred sexuality at the bottom of the deck. This could be around how you create things in your life and like going about it in a new way. And it's like, you know that there's something here that still needs to be worked with here. You have compassion, surrender, and the creator. Again, with sacred sexuality at the bottom of the deck. You're creating something right now in a very large way, and you're, with this compassion and surrender, you're really coming into this place of, being in tune with the divine, really communing with the divine on a regular basis. The creator underneath divination here, surrender underneath the candle magic, like you're placing your intention, you're working with the universe here with this compassion, understanding that it might take a while for things to come to fruition. And the sacred sexuality, it can mean a lot more than just what you create within your life, but it also has to do with how you, like a very intimate way in which you relate to yourself. So maybe that is part of this healing journey, is to learn, work with it in that specific kind of way. For Gemini, please. What is this? Growth. We have darkness. So just again, like there's something that's not being seen here. We have patience and creation. So patience is coming up underneath compassion here, underneath the cauldron. So it's just kind of more confirmation around that. The surrender with the creation and the candle magic, like you definitely, there's from spirit there, it's an encouragement to keep going, encouragement to keep intentional about things. You are creating something new with your sacred sexuality here, and like with this candle magic, however you set your intention in the world. And then with this growth, this divination, and the creator, not the creatrix, the creator, it's like you're establishing this new connection with the divine and learning more about yourself. And it looks like there's something, because it's also with this darkness, self-reflection, surrender again coming up. It's like spirit's guiding you within to a deeper space in order to understand this in a newer way. Let's take a look at some messages. Oh, interesting. Yeah, extremes. Yeah. So you might be torn between a couple different choices here. Let's take a look at some messages from your higher self. Gemini, please. Messages from higher self. Okay. So we have the moon at the bottom of the deck. Another sign of not knowing really what's going on underneath the surface, but like you're learning, it has to do with a feeling of maybe you feel like your weaknesses are on full display all the time. Maybe because of something to do with your ego, you could be feeling like you don't deserve help, or that you can do it by yourself, or there's like this feeling of being misunderstood. And I think maybe that's the thing that we need to work with here, what's underneath the surface. And it has to do with like building up through community with the 3 of Cups here, and really ultimately like your desires with the 10 of Pentacles. Then we have the Hangman, the Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, Judgment. You're really looking at something in a brand new way around your emotional stability and how you can turn the tide. And it's like you wake up that you like there's a wake up call around understanding that you have to go about it in a different way. Okay, let's get in here. We have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's been feeling like a huge burden, but there's also an element of this of like you reap what you sow. You've got the 9 of Pentacles here. It's like you really are in a place of honoring and valuing yourself. You've gained a new understanding. This also is like higher education and a newfound sense of like independence. You've got the 8 of Pentacles, like 8 and 9 of Pentacles here. So you've really been working hard on this. And it's the Ace of Cups, the Sun, and the 3 of Wands. Yeah, just like really looking for opportunities in order to refill your cup here and gain that sense of enlightenment and gain that sense of understanding and connection in through the divine with the Ace of Cups here, and also with the Sun. You know, it's like a new way of validation, like a form of self-validation. Okay, let's look at like what's incoming energy. Gemini, please. We have the Star, the Emperor, the bottom of the deck we have the Lovers and the 9 of Pentacles again. Then the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So there's this choice, this alignment with your higher self. There's this like, it's like a sense of harmony. It's like maybe there's, being Gemini definitely, but there's like 2 sides to every story. There's 2 ways of looking at things, and it feels like maybe, you know, Geminis, you were stuck in this like this freeze in order to be able to make a decision around something, and you really saw it as like your way of gaining like your own sense of sovereignty over self, and you know, something that you could really work with, that, you know, to gain this emotional fulfillment. With this Star here, we have the Magician, we have the Emperor, the Fools here. Let's see. So this incoming energy, it's like, again, this is, the Star is that connection in with the divine as well. So like all of this, and then this is the Magician here. So it's like you are utilizing all of your resources to call in this, you know, enlightenment, this new sense of being, this like filling of cup. You know, you want to be able to really take control of your situation. You want to be able to also be able to move forward with things instead of being caught in a sense of indecision with the Fool here as well. You know, with that independence, it means that you can truly move in the directions that you want to move in. And I feel like that's kind of part of what you've been kind of craving here, but like this kind of like lack mentality type of thing was, maybe you thought that, like, for an example, maybe you tried a new project out, or you want to try a new project out, but it feels like you don't want to try in a way because you feel like it's going to fail. And you have this 8 of Candles and the Judgment, and like this realization, this wake-up call is coming through fairly quickly here, especially with the 8 of Wands. And with the Fool, all of this is just like a huge positive sign. Then you have the Knight of Candles and the 5 of Candles, and it's like you're moving on past this struggle, this conflict within your life. So keep on connecting in with the divine. I kind of want to check these. Gemini, please. We have the Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love, and spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time underneath that with the blue flame. So I guess this approach is here is like having compassion for yourself, right? That's surrender. Here's fall into my arms, another sign of surrender. You have the portal, which is doors are open. Wild card, you decide. Inner earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. And double mission, light workers are seed. Serve the world by being you. So maybe you're being activated into something like being a light worker. Maybe it's something as simple as being a life coach for people. But in a way, there might be something that's opening and expanding for you in regards to that spirituality that you're fostering here. And it's like that through this surrender, you're arriving at this portal with this new solution, new beginning. It's beautiful. Right. You have White Owl, insight. Yeah, this truth being revealed. Perceptive and intuitive, you penetrate beyond the surface, trust your instincts. And Frisking Ferret, enthusiasm. If you can tackle a task with enthusiasm, you'll soon find it's no longer a task. And Peaceful Fox, recharge, take time out from life's demands, rest, refresh, restore. Always good words of wisdom. But yeah, definitely going about it with enthusiasm. I guess like I don't really feel like you're approaching it like a chore, but I just feel like there's like this sense of uncertainty. So if you make the decision that, yeah, I'm going for it, you know, embody that Emperor, that might help resolve. You can always move and redirect if it doesn't work out. So thank you so much for joining me, Gemini. I will catch you up in the next video. Sat Nam.